Good morning, friends. When I went to the feed store, they asked me if I wanted 15% or 20% feed. And I said, you know what? I think I'll go for 20%. It wasn't that much more expensive. And I was going to see if it was going to help the girls to lay better. And as soon as I did that, oh my gosh. What happens? A chicken hawk got one of my girls again. It was one of my gray ones, one of my most beautiful, beautiful gray ones. My good layer. And it just devastated me to the point where I couldn't even do a video for a couple of days. I was like, is this really what I want to do? I mean, it's just so hard to lose one, and losing them is part of having them. You don't get to keep them forever. You know, just like everything. Nothing lasts forever except for God, of course. But, you know, I got them in here today looking like they're going to lay a lot. And then whenever I go get the eggs, there's really not a lot. So that tells me one of two things. Either they're tired and they just need a break, or they're hiding from the roosters. Like I have one egg in there, nothing in there, and one egg in there. And I keep losing my hens that's laying. So every time I lose a hen, that means I have one less egg to sell. Which means that my customers have to wait even longer. So I've got 10 babies that I just got this past week. And I've got 15 more coming in May, but even with that, that's 5 months out. So with these baby chicks I got this last week, see that this is March to April to May to June to July to August. That means August they'll start laying. So it's not a quick fix at all. And I don't believe in getting full-grown hens and putting them in with these hens and roosters, because they just won't get along. Who knows what they're going to bring in or anything, and they just won't get along. They have to be babies, and they have to be kind of like plants. They have to be hardened off, you know. And so it's really, really tough to be able to do, I guess, what you want to do, no matter how you go about doing it. And so I also, another thing I have going on right now is possible baby ducks. Hazel's been sitting since the 13th of February. So that means that she is due tomorrow. No, tomorrow's the 15th. That's 30 days. I read somewhere it was 35 days, so I don't really know. I've already started looking for them, but she got up off of her nest this morning and acted like she wanted something else. Man, I've got a bad case of sneezes this morning. And her nest stinks really bad, so I think she's probably got some bad ones in there, and I'm not willing to get in there and poke around and make her mad and throw out eggs that I don't know is bad. So we're just going to wait and see what she does. Still have to take him out. Still haven't figured out how I'm going to do that. I've got a pretty good idea, but he keeps asking her, hey, come on, get up and come out here with me. And she says, nope, busy. He says, come on, baby, come on. And he kind of nudges her a little bit with his beak. And she says, no, thank you, I'm busy. So we got that going on. We also have baby chicks going on. And this is like day 4, I think. And I've got it to where, I don't know, let me turn this light on. Maybe you can see a little better. Yeah. I've got it in a big tub that I bought for other purposes. And I've got it kind of rigged here with my drawer open. And so far, so good. They're doing fine. See, they're a little bit cold this morning, so they're huddled up underneath this light. But when I came out here a little bit ago, they were over there on the other side, and they were just running around like they were just warm as toast. So I hope they're doing okay. They look like they're fine. I think they just get cold whenever they get a drink, and then they get warmed up, and they move around and do some more things again. The last 2 hens that I got taken by animals, one was over here in this area right here, and the last one was right here. And I've got my camera pointed in this direction, whereas where I thought it was the varmints were. So I'm going to move this thing around this direction, and if anything else happens, I'm going to see if I can capture it. I've decided I'm going to be a fruit tree farmer too. So I know it takes a while, and I know I'm a grandma, and I know my days on this earth might be limited, but you know what? I'm moving forward, just like I'm going to live forever. My birthday's early next month. And I was thinking, okay, so I was born in 1954, and next year's 2024. So if I live to be 100, I got 30 more years. And I thought, I don't want to live 30 more years. Oh, I've got so much more to do than live 30 more years, you know. And I've got all this extra fencing right here, and so I'm going to use that to put around the trees, because down in there is where the deer live, and deer love eating seedlings. I know they've got lots to eat, but they come out in the evenings and they love to eat like fresh stuff that they can't get, you know, like whenever they're back in there. And one of them, I went over to Walmart yesterday because I had ordered something online. I try really hard not to order anything online from Walmart or go to Walmart at all, because yesterday in my email it said, your order is on its way, you're going to get it today in the mail. And I'm like, oh yay, yay. So I watch for my mail, and you know, it's Monday, and Monday's mail is always sluggish, and you rarely get it early, and I think it finally came at 4 o'clock. And it says, your order is here, it's delivered. And I opened the door, and it's a pretty good size. It's what it is it's a stand-up container that has drawers in it that's plastic, so that I can put my seeds and my electronics and my manuals for my electronics and all of that stuff in there, and a few of my chicken books and my garden books, my seed books, you know, so that I can organize things and I can find them when I need them. And I am so excited. I'm like, I walk out the door and I expect a big box, because it's supposed to be pretty good size. Even if I have to put it together, it's still going to be bigger than it's going to fit in the mailbox. And I walk out and I don't see anything. And I'm like, oh no, they delivered it to the wrong address again. So I go out, it says, it's in your mailbox. I looked again, it says, it's in your mailbox. I said, in my mailbox? How can a storage container that's about 4 feet tall be in my mailbox? And I go out there and I look, and what is it? It's an envelope. It's one of those plastic envelopes that has a little flap that folds over. I'm like, what? Are they sending me a picture of it? And it's all it is 3 pieces of cardboard that's cut up and put inside that and mailed to me. I'm like, you've got to be kidding. What is this? And first of all, I was flabbergasted. I thought, what kind of person does this? Are they on drugs? Because I sure know I'm not. And I didn't know whether to be flabbergasted or be, you know, I mean, what is this? And so I took it to, I said, no, And so I went to Walmart, my local Walmart, and I walked up to the service desk and I said, I don't know that you're going to believe this, because I really don't. And so she looked at it and she had the biggest, like, puzzle look on her face. She says, what? I said, that's exactly what I said. I said, I started to go ahead and do something online, and I thought, no, they're not going to believe me. And so I decided I had to come in and talk to a real person. Now, I had to make a little trip. It's 10 minutes away from here. So I had to get in my car and go to Walmart, which is 10 minutes there and 10 minutes back out of my time. But you know what? I thought, that's okay. She looked and I said, I still really want it. And she looked and she says, well, we don't have one here and we don't have one anywhere close. In all of the areas that she looked at, all the Walmarts. And she says, what do you want to do? I said, well, I still need it. I don't want to pay $70 for it because it was $35 for it. And if they don't believe me and I send them back 3 pieces of cardboard, are they going to give me a refund? And she says, well, I'm going to pack all this up and I'm going to give it to my refund supervisor and tell him exactly what happened. And I said, okay. And so I looked whenever I left, and the refund has been started. So I guess we'll see. So whenever I ordered it again, she says, do you want to have it shipped to the store? I said, yes, that would be good. Even though I don't want to make another trip to Walmart, I really need this thing and I'm willing to drive over there again and get it. So I get an email early this morning when I got up, like 7 o'clock. It was already in my inbox. It said, you can come pick this up now. It's in your local Walmart. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. They couldn't get it here in 5 days from wherever magic place it's at in the world that I ordered it from online. And it's not anywhere close that she could tell me, but all of a sudden it magically shows up at my Walmart. What is up with that? Well, I'm going to go see, and I'll let you in on the saga whenever it comes to fruition. But, you know, I'm like, is this really what our world has come to? I mean, is it really what happens to everybody in the world because people don't want to work anymore and they don't want to be responsible for what they do? Is this it? Is this all we have left? I mean, I just get so... My work ethic is not like that. My work ethic is I get in and get it done and move on to the next thing so that at the end of the day, I'm tired and I can sleep. And I can also, my body moves and it works. And when you sit down, that does not happen. Not especially when you get old. So with that, I'm going to let you go, and I hope I didn't keep you too long and you didn't get too bored. But, you know, when you have a little small farm, it doesn't matter how big it is. You lose animals, and it is a sad, sad day when you do. It really is. And right there is Kazoo, and you can tell Kazoo is not saying a word. I guess he might have got pecked one too many times, but... I tell you what, I think my chickens now are not laying because there's too many roosters. They're hiding from them. And they can't take having their day upset and lay. They have to be happy, and having 9 roosters is not happy for these girls. So I hate to say this, and I know you're not going to like it, but some of them have to go. And I just got to find a good home for them. So I'm not mailing them anywhere though. So my oldest son, he has a farm too, so I might see if he'll take them over there because they can free range over there. They don't usually end up living long over there because free range animals are nothing but prey for the bigger animals. Even though he puts them up at night, during the day, there's still things that get them. Coyotes and all kinds of things. So, again, with that, I'll give you a farewell and hope that you do well and have a great day. And Biggin and Captain says, see you later.